Now, America is turning into a country that people want to run away from. Now, a lot of people are, saying on TikTok that the American dream is actually a meme and it's not real. Coming from Ghana, I find that very interesting because all we've known about America is it's paradise, it's beautiful, it's a place that you should be. And so hearing thousands and thousands of Americans saying that it's not real, the American dream is dead, I find that very interesting.
I'm an American. I pay $1,600 for a flat that has no bedroom. That's 2/3 of my income. I'm an American. I work 50 hours a week. I don't have health insurance. I'm an American. I couldn't afford to have a child even if I wanted to. I'm $7,000 in debt. I'm an American. My health is declining because I can't afford Whole Foods because that's too expensive for my life. I am very overqualified for my job, but no one else is hiring. I'm an American. I make my boss hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, while I can barely keep myself alive. I'm an American. I have never been out of the States. I have never been on a vacation. I'm an American. I make 20-some dollars an hour. A livable wage here is like 30-some. Yet I don't qualify for government assistance whatsoever. On the days I don't work, I'm so tired I just sleep all day. I'm an American. My electric bill is so expensive I sit outside in the heat because I can't afford to turn the AC on in the damn house. I'm an American, and I fear I'm just an average American. I'm living the American dream.
If you're an American, you have this powerful meme, which is the American dream. But that is not a reality for most people. The reality is you grind it out. Your savings are not worth what you thought they'd be. This whole promise of your pension and swanning around on a cruise ship around the Caribbean when you're older, living in a nice house, none of that is true.
We're not living. We're just negotiating with collapse every single fucking week. They tell us to budget better, cut back, and be smarter with our money. But how are we supposed to stretch a dollar that's already been wrung out to dry? Bills don't wait. Emergencies don't ask if it's a good time either. And no matter how hard you try, something always breaks, expires, runs out, or shuts off. It's like every part of life has a price tag now, and most of us are just hoping nothing goes wrong until the next direct deposit hits. This isn't about laziness. This isn't about poor choices or bad money management. It's about a system that's been strip mined for profit while the rest of us hold the damn thing together with maxed out credit cards and burnout. You can show up early, stay late, and still feel like you're losing ground because the rules were never meant for us to win. And deep down, everybody feels it. Even the ones pretending they're fine. They're just scared to admit how bad it's gotten. But we're done pretending. We're done apologizing. Because if nobody speaks up, they'll just keep tightening the grip. And I promise you, they're not going to stop unless we make the noise that they can't ignore. So no, we're not going to just smile through it. We're not going to be grateful it isn't worse. We are the generation that they pushed too far. And now we see the truth for what it is. This isn't our failure. It's their design. And we're not playing along anymore.
Can somebody explain to me in crayon-eating terms why I make over 3 times the federal minimum wage and I cannot afford to live?
Explain it.
I do not want to hear the pull yourself up from your bootstraps, work 90 hours a week. That's not the goal, guys!
No, it's not the goal.
That should not be our standard!
Agreed. Should not be our standard.
I'm fucking tired of people being complacent with this uniparty, both of them fucking us over. When my parents were my age, they both made less than half of what I make, and they lived alone. I cannot afford to live anywhere alone. A 1-bedroom apartment, $1,800. 2-bedroom apartment.
This generation is locked out of living on their own.
Who the fuck can afford that? It is embarrassing to come out and say that it is a struggle to survive right now. But
I'm sorry, dude. I feel for you.
People are struggling. And do not get me started on what my grandparents were doing. They $3,000 house. And yes, I understand inflation and all of the bullshit that they have been pulling with the Fed. Why are we allowing it?
Why are we allowing it?
And then I clock out of my shift. I am
big one coming up here
to go home, and I check the news. Another 60 fucking billion to a country nobody can figure out on a map. What are we doing? Where has the plot gone? We have lost it, folks. We have fucking lost it. The American dream is dead. It is
That's sad.
gone,
That is sad.
forgotten.
Now, one of the things that I heard that really, baffled me, or I went like, wait a minute, was when, and actually a Caucasian American said that those who want to survive, right? Those living in America who want to survive right now are leaving America to survive. And those who are living in America and not thinking about, escaping, are just waiting to die. Now, he said it best.
And when I walk down the street, I don't see anybody. I never see anybody. There's no kids playing. There's no people going for walks. It's just not something that we do in America anymore, and it feels like we're just waiting to die. That's what it feels like. Americans, they just work, they come home, and they wait for the next day. And day by day, month by month, and year by year, it all goes by until it's just gone. And maybe you've retired, or maybe you're just gonna die at the counter.
America is the worst place when it comes to social life. Like, I've been back in the States for about a week now, and I have no idea how people live here. Like every time I've come back to America from either like Asia, Africa, like it's just like I have a reverse culture shock, because it seems like people are just like dead inside. Like, you look at people's eyes and it's lifeless, and then you just like ask people like, yo, okay, today's Friday, what is going on today? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, okay, what you been doing? Like, I've been going for like 4 months. Like, what have you been up to? Nothing, man. Just maintaining, man. I'm like, yo, like, what the hell have you been doing? Like, every time I leave, like, I leave 3 months, 6 months, and then when I come back to America, it seems like nothing ever changes. Like, people are still in the same rut that I left them in. Like nothing ever changes, and the people are just like lost. Like, it really looks like people are like zombies here. Like,
hi guys, I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking dollars already. I literally have $10 left on my account. The fuck? So, a little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago, and I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. Sent out hundreds of resumes already. Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote and on-site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews, and still nothing. Like, what the fuck is going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
Is there any other option for people who are in such situation? I've watched videos of people becoming homeless in America. But don't get me wrong, these people are making $100,000 a year, right? And they are homeless. And so my point is, and most of them are working remotely, by the way. And so my point is, if you're making this much as a remote worker, $100,000, and you are still homeless in America, why are you still living in America? I've interviewed a lot of Americans in general who are currently living on the continent of Africa and working remotely and still making, $50,000 to $100,000 a year, and their way of life is way better. When they come to this country, they are the top 1%, right? They are the elite because they get to live in a fancy neighborhood, with security, with utilities, 24 hours electricity, like all the good stuff. But these same people living in the US become homeless because they can't even afford to pay rent. A lot of people have an annual revenue of 200K and they applied to buy a home in the US but still got rejected, right? But here, this same amount, just your 1 year salary can buy you a whole mansion on the continent of Africa. And if your work is remotely, it's a jackpot for you.
This was the biggest realization I had when I moved to Asia. We were bred to be absolute fucking slaves. Everything you do is in the best interest of massive corporations and the government's control over you. You're sold on a consumeristic ideology that you need the bigger house, the fastest car, and the flashiest bust down. The Federal Reserve is in fact the biggest scam in human history. And you're told that happiness is only attainable if it's bought. People out here don't have shit, but they're happier than you will ever be. You literally have the option to be here right now, but instead you fell for the trap to sit in a cubicle thinking that one day that will allow you to get here. It's the most genius trap to make the wealthy wealthier and the poorer poorer. As soon as we stop participating in this fucking rat race, watch how the elites shit their pants when the cash flow stops.
The American dream is debt. Let's talk about it. All of the aspects of the typical American dream is literally debt. Going to that incredible university, the private out-of-state university or the Ivy League university, you have 6 figures of debt. Driving that nice car, you have a 4-figure car note. Having a mortgage, you're locked into a 30-year loan. If you want affordable health insurance or a 401k, you need to work in that 9 to 5. If you don't want to be screwed by the tax people, you need to get married and have kids. The American dream is to be in debt and to have so many dependents that you have no choice but to work and work and work until you literally can't work anymore and have no choice but to retire. That is the American dream. And we're also taught socially to subconsciously look down on people who choose alternative paths. People who are more free than the average person, people who choose not to have children, who choose not to get married, who choose not to work in corporate, people who choose to go to community college or trade school instead of getting, like up to 6 figures of debt at a university. People who choose to drive beaters or to buy used cars instead of brand new cars off the lot. Those people are looked down upon because that is not in line with the American dream, which is to get as much debt as you can so that you don't have a choice but to work. It's just something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Like, the American dream is literally just you getting into debt. So,
bro, why would I move back to America? My rent $700 a month, my water bill is $3 a month, and my electricity bill is $23 a month. I literally eat for $2. I literally use transportation. I don't have a car. Use transportation for $3, literally to go 30 minutes away somewhere, bro. Why would I move back to America? I don't have a car note. I don't have a high electricity bill. I don't have a high cell phone bill. My cell phone bill in Thailand is literally $10 a month. Bro, I'm financially free. I'm stress free. I don't get depressed. I wake up every day. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like, I love my life in Thailand, bro, because I can finally, for once in my life, get a bang for my buck. For once in my life, I don't have to worry about, I can't afford this, I can't afford this, or I gotta wait till this check, I gotta wait till that check. Like, finally, I'm happy, y'all. That's why I got this smiley face. Finally, why would I move back to America? It just won't make no sense. And what's so funny, gang? I'm just like you. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not up 6 figures. I'm just like you, bro. I'm just a different poor. And when I mean by a different poor, bro, I'm the poor person that's gonna take the risk. I don't care about the circumstances of me failing. I failed 1,000 times in life. What's gonna hurt for me to fail again? And that's what a lot of people are scared to take risks. A lot of people are afraid of what other people think of them. A lot of people are afraid to fail. Like, bro, I'm gonna fail. That's one thing that I'm gonna do. I'm the best failer in the world. I'm gonna fail because I know this one fail, I'm going to do something again. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to show God that I'm constantly trying, God. I'm going to show him I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting around here waiting on you to just give me a blessing, to give me something out of thin air. I'm trying, God. Every day I'm trying. I don't know. I don't have this shit figured out. I need you. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Could you help me? You know what I'm saying? That's my different type of poor. But hey, I wish y'all the best of luck in 2025.
Hey y'all, I'm just lounging outside, and I just want to tell you that I'm a citizenship coach. I help people get dual, triple citizenships, and I want to tell you that Americans are leaving. They're leaving. They are not staying here, chilling, seeing what happens. The ones that know, and they are leaving. It's beyond what we can even describe as insanity going on in this country, and if anything, I believe everyone should have a backup plan. You don't have to leave if you don't want to, but at least have a backup plan. Get your dual citizenship somewhere else, just so you can provide that sense of safety for yourself and your family. I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Americans leaving America to live the American dream. Are we Americans living the American dream? I see that a lot of people are leaving and going to different countries because they feel like the struggle is so bad in America. They indeed feel that we do have a lot of opportunities for education and stuff, but once we make a certain amount of money, it's like you're still only working to pay bills. Like everything is so expensive, from the cable to the internet, the cars, where you live. And they feel like you can go to Thailand, Belize, all those different places and live a simple life. So what's going on in America? Like, how are things so inexpensive in other countries? The rent is so high here, when they like the rent in those different countries are little as nothing. So y'all tell me, what's going on? How can things be so much different in price? Are we Americans living the American dream? And if not, why not? Like, what we need to do? Y'all leave in the comments and let me know.
The new American dream is to leave. I 1000% agree with this because I moved from California to Dubai. Best decision I've made, because the American dream that we were taught as kids does not exist anymore. So for example, we were told to go to school, get a degree, buy a house. How are we going to do that today? I'm from San Francisco, and the average house in San Francisco right now is $1.2 million. Who the F can afford a $1.2 million house? And again, this is not even a beautiful house. There's going to be homeless people probably right in front of your house. People are going to be breaking into your car. It's so dirty. It's so disgusting. It's not safe. Like, who wants to live like that? I'm sorry. I have to leave, and I'm glad I did.
We're moving to France in 2 weeks, and I'm freaking out a little bit. I mean, I'm super excited, but there's also a lot of stress because, yeah, we have a lot more to do. And there's a part of this story that I haven't told so far that I need to tell, which is the other mind, right? The mind I have to fight in this process. And that's the sadness part. There's a lot of sadness in this, is that it's not all a party to say goodbye to the USA, to leave. Though we are looking forward to a better life, we're looking forward to the things that'll be advantages. It's also leaving behind the broken dreams of the United States. Admitting this is not fun. Like, it's not like middle fingers up to the US, anything like that. It's oh my gosh, like, our children live here, and they're going to face those same problems, and grandchildren and our friends, and then also, like, this is our home, this is where we spend our entire lives. And just the process of admitting these issues that I've already talked about in other videos about food quality and health care and cost of living and, you know, the political side of it, all those things is really, really difficult. It's not fun. It's not like, yeah, it's like, man, like, and to get to the point where we would even contemplate a foreign life, expatriating, it's unthinkable. Like, if you had told me 5 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, no, I mean, I like to go visit, but US is my home. Why would I leave? And it's just different now. It's really to the point of, like, the only path to happiness that I can see is not being here anymore. And it's not just about happiness, it's about health. And as my wife and I are getting older, you know, that's really important. Like, we need to take really good care of ourselves because we don't have the resilience of a 20 or 30-year-old body, right? We're a little bit older than that. So, and we also just, want to live our best lives like everybody. So I'm in a mourning process. I know my wife is too. We don't talk about that part a lot. We do talk about it sometimes, but just like, there's a mourning process we're going through of just this death. But death is change and transformation, and there'll be something good on the other side of it. And it's not black and white. Like, we will still come visit, you know, we'll still have some form of a life here, but I just don't know what that's going to look like, and that's okay. Part of the discovery in this next step of the journey is finding out what that is, finding out what's out there, and then finding out what's left for us back here.
We got the best freaking news in the mail yesterday. our visa application has been approved. So we don't have our residence permits yet. If you are new here, I'm an American who just moved to the Netherlands with my husband and our 2-year-old son. We've been here for about 2.5 months now, and we have been in the application process for the DAFT visa. So yeah, we just got word yesterday that they were approving our application, and in a couple weeks they are going to send us another letter with instructions on where to go pick it up. Once we have that, we still have a few more steps to complete, but I literally sobbed for like 5 minutes. The relief that I felt was just so, I don't know, I felt very confident that we were going to get approved. There was no reason for me to think that we wouldn't, but there's still just so much anxiety and like a lot of unknowns, and oh my god, I feel so light and relieved and free and safe and amazing. So yay, we get to stay. The DAFT visa is for 2 years, and then we can reapply from there. So we're home.
Are they really telling the truth, or they're just exaggerating? If you're an American living in America, what is your current situation? Comment down below. And yeah, come back for more amazing content. All right, see you on the next one.